So while it's really true that if you can open this perspective with your vision, you can change your reality. You can change the reality of the people around you. Just like you were saying, Bill, how the woman said her husband seemed like a drug, that when he was feeling great and really emanating that core attracting feeling, that he felt very, very attractive to her. We know this to be true. Heart Math Institute discovered this years and years ago, that we each have, for a healthy person, a 6 to 8 foot field around you. And for a psychopath or a movie star or maybe a politician, it could be 30 to 40 feet. But it's literally a field that you influence each other. We each influence each other. When you can fill this with that core attracting feeling emanating from that part of your body that knows how to get what it wants, that feels joy, that feels peace, that feels love, everyone around you is changed by it.
That is not just talk. I've heard a lot of stuff, spiritually about, you affect others. It's more than that. It's actual science. We literally impact each other and we don't even know it. There's been so many things that have happened with Cognomovement, and one of my favorites is that we call it the Cognomovement quantum relationship effect. And what I mean is that people who have difficulty in a relationship, right? And then they process that horrible feeling about the other person. Maybe they're estranged, right? Oftentimes. And, or they've been abused in some ways by a parent and the child feels abused by the parent. Well, anyway, when this gets processed out of their nervous system and they don't longer feel that, all of a sudden, literally on the way home, the drive home from the session, the other person's calling and they're like, hey, I was just thinking about you and I'm sorry about the past 40 years. I didn't really think about how my actions impacted you. And they're like, who, what? How did that, because they've never apologized, never admit anything, just absolutely changes things. There's just countless stories every week of this happening. We really do impact each other.
It is absolutely true. When you are aware of these sensations in the body, the place where the body is literally emanating a signal, a manifesting signal, we are absolutely with those signals talking to each other. So without our words, without our minds, it's not really telepathy, even though it's a signal between our brain and our body that emanates. But you want to change someone else in your life, get in the minute you do. And sometimes it is absolutely the minute you do, that person is changed. You don't realize, but your body is holding them in the perspective in which you view them. And it's really not the way your mind views them. It's the way your body, brain together views them, what you feel about them. And remember that I said before, many of the ways that you feel about something right now has nothing to do with now. Maybe you're in a fight with your spouse right now. You don't like the way they're not picking up their underwear off the floor, when really it has nothing to do with them. It has to do with Billy Joe Bob in first grade who threw your pencil on the floor and wouldn't pick it up, or who kept putting papers on the floor and you got in trouble because of it. That's who you're fighting with. That's who your body is fighting with. The minute you collapse that sensation out of your body, that story is gone anymore. And that person is free to pick up those underwear off the floor, or you also don't really care. So it can change the dynamic between two people only instantly.